Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa like you to get the hell. Everybody, welcome. Rosa like you to get the hell. Everybody, welcome. Rosa like you to get the. So, so guys, you're talking. I see you. You're having conversations. I see you're talking about what is it? I didn't even listen to the hearings today. I just get like it's not. I don't know. I just there's a lot of things happening. Yeah, and I think, guys, honestly, there's so much going on. Okay, that I'm just gonna here open a new tab with all the questions. There's so much, guys. I was exhausted. Sometimes I last Friday the whole week I have sometimes trouble sleeping, and so I was exhausted. It was like I could not really you know do this like on Friday, so that's why I didn't do it. So today I'm very good, and I wanted to thank Jessica. She gave me the tip. I know it sounds like you're gonna laugh, but she said that before she goes to bed, she counts sheep. In her, it's like for little kids. They have that tip for kids, and I used it. I loved it. I was like, oh, because because my problem is like I get nerve. It's falling asleep, like in the sense that I think I'm addicted to electronics, so I check things and I was like, I can't sleep and all that. So now I was like, yesterday I close eyes, I count sheep, it works. When I was about 11, 10, 11, I started getting a little drowsy and I don't remember anything after number 13. No, I was not able to count until 100. No, I was already out of it. So if you have problems, yeah. But I just know books don't work for me, okay? Because I get ideas. I get ideas. So anyway, so that was good. I just loved it because so that was very good. So I feel more rested. I can have more control because I don't sleep very much either. If I go to bed late, I still don't get up too late either. So it's kind of interesting. So anyway, so guys, there was like a ridiculous amount of topics. Okay, I have to start right away because what I'm saying. So So I wanted to say I was gonna wait to say this, but I'm gonna say it now because my sister. I suffer all the time. I talk about my sister's coming, but I feel like so she gets here on the 19th. So I'm gonna take a bit of a break, okay, between the 19th and the first, okay, and oh, you know what? Okay. Anyway, between the 19th and the first, but I'll be around, guys. But I know I have a day crawl. I have a day crawl. So I'll be in New York. It's just that I think I'm gonna do some live streams in the same. Okay. Uh, so I was gonna say, as I was saying, oh my God, just go back here. So anyway, so I'll be around in New York. Okay. So just like I said, with starting the 19th to the first, I'm not gonna schedule anything, but if there's like huge breaking news, I'm probably gonna find a way to like get it, but I don't wanna create, the expectation just because. And I know, guys, it's gonna be big, okay? Especially around the 20th, 21st, right? I think it's gonna be big things happening. Big things happening. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, okay? Yeah. So anyway, but I'm just alerting you. It's 10 days away. So just so you know. Okay. And so but I'm sure I'm gonna do what I'm probably gonna do is that I will not, yeah, no promise. Exactly. Just wait and see. And I probably will just upload videos or something like that. So okay. All right. So guys, oh my God, where do we even start? Okay. So I just wanted to say I didn't list that. I just wanted to, Christine made this comment about so today the report the bar was like there's all problems with the FBI. They didn't find anything. So but then there was this thing that they comment about Ivanka and Christopher Steele. So it's not the newspapers are saying there was a friendship. It's not that there was friendship, okay? It's just that Ivanka apparently he was so good that Ivanka wanted to hire him for to do research, okay? to do research on like on or whatever. So it's not that they were friends, it's that they had she had inquired on business informations, okay, which is hilarious considering that he's like so anyway, so yeah, it's like it's so bad that Ivanka wanted to hire, I guess, or I guess met with him to see. It was like something about the, I guess, what it is he does. He provides intelligence. He provides like, right, when he does business as well. Oh, sorry, with some countries or whatever. I don't know exactly. So that's the story. Okay. So I don't think it's not that they were friends. It's that there was some sort of business inquiry. Okay. So interesting. Fine. I find it interesting. No, I find it interesting. It's so true. No, he's terrible. Oh, I find it interesting. So anyway, guys, so there's so much going on. Okay, I can. The other thing I can hardly. Can you believe? Is it true? I almost like the Lavrov is coming tomorrow. Can you believe it, Lavrov? Oh God! By the way, I'm sorry, guys. I did not send. I did not send the update. Okay, you should have because there's more links. Let me just send the update here, just for your records, because I have new things. Okay, that I posted since it first went out. Okay, so I find it interesting. I find it interesting because it's that was one of them. Okay, so okay, more questions added. Okay, because as you know, the large majority of questions, I'd say 99% of questions, I have links connected. So it's good for your reference. If you're ever curious. So what the hell? Can you imagine the Lavrov? Oh yeah, my employee president. I need to check on him. He's coming tomorrow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lavrov coming, huh? I find interesting. I find very interesting. No, I'm not. I'm not making up. It was on. Okay. Let's see here. Lavrov visits. It's supposed to tomorrow. Okay, so that's right here. Trump to meet with foreign minister on Tuesday. It was, of course, Trump didn't talk about. He did not put on Twitter. No Twitter. No, he did not. Right? And it was only the Russians who said he was coming. It wasn't the Americans. I was like, oh, I find it interesting. No, I find it very interesting. He's coming tomorrow. And as you know, guys, he's the same. He was here when he fired Comey. Do you remember that guy with the glasses? Not the fat one, the other one. Is that okay? Is that politically incorrect? So say the fact, is that okay, right? Like the big one is the Sergey Kislyak. Okay, sorry. Okay, it's the other one. So, I find interesting. Why did he come? I wonder. No, I find interesting. Like this is like it's so, guys, think about it. It's so brazen. That's the word, brazen. And you know what? I feel like he has to go there because he has to give message direct. Remember, I have PP tapes. I have PP tapes. Hi, PP tapes. Shut up. I have tapes. I have. You do what I want. Like, think about it. Don't you think it's like it's unreal? These people. Yeah. Tall is a plump. 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 I am a little plump. So, oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. Can you imagine? But the brazenness of it all is unreal. They just decide to show up like, oh yeah, hello, how are you? Huh? It's like, I don't know. I just find it very upsetting. Okay. So it's just so disrespectful. You know what I mean? Because I mean, is anybody fooled? No, nobody's fooled. Okay, so guys, okay, seriously. So do I want to start with Lavrov? Okay, is it okay? Because I just feel like this is tomorrow. You know what I mean? We need to find out the information. Okay. Okay, so like that's what I would like to ask for protection, huh? A beautiful ray of light, huh? Coming on top of my head. As I breathe in, I fill my lungs with light. As I breathe out, I create a circle of light. Huh? I step into it, I feel protected. I step into it, I feel connected. I'd like to ask that information, huh? Come only from the highest sources that it create the good, huh? And only the good, for all the good people, that it may reveal the truth. No matter what the darkness says, that it may reveal the truth. No matter what, no matter what. Okay, okay. So what about the Lavrov? What is he doing with the motto? I find very interesting. Trash show up. Because guys, but to the one thing you gotta say about Russia, you know, they're doing their job to try to influence other countries, but then they have trash in other countries they're accepted. Don't guys, I've already said it. Okay, don't get with the negative stuff. Okay, that's not for now. And at least this moment, okay, you just can't have that. Like I was saying, people suffered. There are people who are enslaved for like 200 years. You know what I mean? They can't be like, oh, I'm losing hope. Like, it's like that's not. You can't have that. You know what I mean? You just can't. Okay, so okay, all right. So what is Lavrov doing? So what's so interesting, guys? First, I see him with a gift, like truly bringing a gift. But as you know, first, I'll tell you a bit more, a few more details, okay? So just so you know, so the interesting thing about the gift, as you know, in all the cards, the gift means something else. Gift means quid pro quo, okay? So that's part one. Part two is that he gives Trump something physical. I don't know what it is. It's an actual gift, but as usual, within this gift, there is some sort of surveillance equipment, okay? Very advanced surveillance equipment that so he can listen to informations. So it's like is it some sort of gift, okay? Some sort of gift of like you know what I mean? How do you say it? Like it's I don't know, either it's some sort of photograph or something where like where I don't know explain it. It's just something that there's a microchip or something. Okay, okay, guys, let's not. I don't want to know. Share. I know you're a real legit person, but it's sort of like we can't. Okay, so this is not the place. Like, think about the people who are doing worse, way worse off than you. It's not like you cannot give up. You have to be like, throughout history, oppression happens. And if you just give up, it's like you can't. It's like it's almost like I feel like sometimes maybe you have the option of some people just don't have the option, and that's what you have to like get. You know what I mean? So anyway, so just want to say, okay, I'm gonna stop. I don't want to get into that. I want to continue the reading, but like, just kind of. I'm gonna remove because I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to get distracted. Okay, I love you, Sherry, but I have to continue here, okay? Because otherwise I get distracted. Okay. So anyway, so like, okay, so continuing here, okay. I feel like it's some sort of photo, like, and it's like I see a little chip or something where they're picking up on like it's something, guys. It really is some sort of surveillance thing to renew surveillance. And at the same time, he's giving it because I see a gift wrap. He's giving him a gift, and he's like, "Remember the deal that we had. Remember what we agreed on. Okay, remember what we agreed. Okay." So he's saying that, okay, and then and that was it, okay, and it was really interesting because he's kind of giving him a hint like we can help you, but you have to do your part. Okay, he's not obviously not so overt, he's not like saying like it is like that, but Trump was like, I see Trump, his face is red. He's like, if a teacher like gives you a bad, calls you out or something, like, and when you're little and stuff like that, that's the same feeling. He's like, his face is red. He's like, okay, 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 okay. So like, so very interesting. Okay. So anyway, so that's the gift. Now, what does he want? What does Lavrov want? Stop the investigation. This is how you react. He thinks the other thing is, guys, I've said before, Lavrov, of all the people I've ever read on, he's one of the smartest. He's very, very, very intelligent. Okay. So he's very, that's right. Not just sanctions. Okay. What he wants is like something about the investigations right now are more serious because he knows that Trump could be removed. So if Trump is removed, they win nothing. Okay. So he's sort of trying to coach him how to respond because, guys, let's go real. Trump's responses and even the Republican responses comes from Russia. So Russia is the source of their defense, the legal, quote unquote, legal defense. So that is sort of like how he's gonna, teach him how to, like, you know what I mean? Think about it. Think about it. This is how. So he's sort of trying to like help him, I think, from his, helping in the sense of like, we don't want this whole thing. We've come so thus far in this project. Let's continue. Okay. Okay, that's his agenda. Now, what is going to happen during the meeting is the FBI, what is happening during the meeting? Okay, yeah, exactly. New talking points. But what's going to happen during the meeting, and what is Lavrov going to feel after the meeting? He's trying. He's like, oh, and he's looking. He's looking at him, and he's like, he could tell that he's really has mental problems. Like his cognitive decline is real. He's like, he could see it. He's like, oh my god. And so he's trying to like explain very slowly so that he gets it, okay? And then there's a guy there, I think it's Dan Scovino. Somebody's like trying to like makes notes and repeats to him later. And he's like, oh my God, he's really not out of it. And I think Lavrov feels like the Republicans are under control, but Trump, his cognitive decline is too big, is too large. And he's a little concerned. Okay. So do the American intelligence agencies know what's going on? Yes. Of course. I mean, they don't. He's a good friend. No, no, he's not. And I think, guys, they could tell. I don't know how to explain it. I think they could tell. And you know what? I think also that there's FBI people who may be quote unquote cleaning people, pretending to be cleaning people, and like, you know, they'd be able to tell, like, try to like clear, you know what I mean, like out of like the bugs, like so many bugs those guys bring in. You know what I'm saying? So So that's right. There, he's going to talk about. He's going to talk about a cyber cooperation. Where's cyber cooperation? So he want right. It's not going to come through. Okay. Okay. What else? What else is going to happening, guys? But then I see 2 days later something very big is going to explode about the Russian thing. There's going to be more. He's like, fuck. He can't because they're trying. I feel like Lavrov may know something. Guys, remember the video of the dementia and the thing? I know sometimes I could check the people who go on my website. I know where they're coming from, but there was like a few things from Russia, and I was like, I wonder they may have seen videos talking about Trump's health and how bad it is, and I think they could tell. So it's they feel like it's possible they could remain guys, but they have a plan B, and the plan B. It's saying this is good. I hope so. They're saying that if plan B, if things go downhill, if their stuff, if they're exposed, they're going to bring all the Republicans along with them. In other words, they're going to reveal how they own the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? I think it's possible that they will, just so because they don't want to look like the bad guys, which but they are right, like in the sense that, like, obviously they're doing what they can to influence the country, right? But they could only do it with Americans if Americans agree or do something for them. So they feel like we're gonna go all the way until the end. And if shit hits the fan real hard, we're gonna make it all public. How they agreed to everything, and we're gonna, you know what I mean? I think they're gonna. This is the thing, guys. I have to ask this with cars also, but that's my sense that they're smart like that. Okay, they're trying to control the situation, and if they feel like they lose control of the situation, they're not gonna let these people. The word that they're not gonna let them live, but it's not about death, but it's about their careers have to be ruined forever. They're going to make sure and this is what they're threatening, guys. The Republic, they're threatening them. They're saying this, but they are going to do it. That's my sense, that they are going to do it. If you know what I mean. Wow. Hi guys. Okay, so anyway, so now let's me ask with cards. Okay, so again, what is the meeting tomorrow? What do the cards say about the meeting tomorrow? And also, then I'll ask the other question. I'm getting here that they say that they're gonna, if the Russians, because in other words, just a summary here, in 3 days, something, 2 or 3 days, something really big, very damaging is gonna come out about the Russians and the Republicans and Trump. And so they're prepared. They have a plan B. Okay, they unlike somebody with no unlike somebody, they seem to plan things. Okay, so they're competent. You know what I mean? Even though they're shambling in their own way, they're also not. They're not idiots. Okay, they're not. The idiots are the Republicans who think that Putin likes us. We have something common. No, we don't. Like, you know what I mean? They really believe that they're like, oh, they like us as people. Oh, oh, true, okay. Hmm. Okay, so next. Okay, so what's gonna happen tomorrow? Invitation? Not true, huh? Oh, hmm. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, dark, shady. Pulling the strings. Okay, pulling the strings on Pesdara. Look, anchor, of course. Exposing anchor. Interesting. Now, anchor, guys, is also a card of work, okay, or a long time. So, talking about how we have been working together for a long time and how the values we have in common. He's like, okay, so remember that we have done so much together. We have so much in common. We are real good friends. We stand for the same things. We have, like, you know what I mean? Okay. Wow. My God. Okay. So what else here? Okay. Oh, prison. I find it interesting. I find it interesting. Oh, find it interesting. I find it interesting. Oh, oh, guys, interesting. Look, he's saying if you screw up, you could go to prison because treason is on the line, trash. So you know what I mean? He's like, it's also like I was saying, guys. He could be saying, remember how you were loyal to us. The fact that you can't give up now because they're gonna know that you're a traitor. Huh? 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 He's sort of telling you guys, and this makes perfect sense because people are like, oh, why do they not give up? But Lavrov is telling him, he's saying something like, if you give up now, you're gonna go down for treason. So might as well just go along with what we want. It's true. Very devastating. Very devastating. Absent. so so this is interesting, guys. I think he's telling him what like it is. Okay, he's saying you could lose your job. Okay, really? What the happened? Just quickly, guys, this is really fascinating. So I have to look at cards if you don't mind, okay? Because even though we have many topics to cover, I do think that Lavrov, don't you think Lavrov's visit is a big deal, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? Because you see here, like, okay, so you have here, this is like also a visit of like seduction. So he's trying to convince him that the alliance has been going on for a long time, and that it's dangerous, and it could be, this could be very sad if he's basically kind of threatening him. Like, it's very sad if something were to happen, which is true. So he's trying to push him as far as he can. Now, and he's been debriefed by other Russians, like, to explain how to talk to him. So then it's like exposure of, okay, so, and then we have now the strategy here, and then a person leaving, guys. This is a big impediment that we have to make him leave. So he's explaining to him that this is a lot more serious than you think. Okay. In other words, he's like waking him up to the reality. And this is the shady view behind the scenes. Their values, the loyalty to the common values, and the legal problem. Does it make sense? So in some ways, I think he's alerting him to he's threatening him. In other words, saying that you can't give up now. And at the same time, if you mess up, you could go to jail. And this is a real, very bad and damaging situation that could, you see what I'm saying? That could, like, reveal all these things. Because they feel like they don't, it's almost like he thinks that he doesn't get it, which he doesn't. He thinks it's all like, I feel like the Russians are like, I'm getting it. Like, this shit, everything could go down. Because, okay. So this is like, he's worried. In other words, Lavrov is worried because he thinks the guy is losing it, which is true. He is losing it. So that's interesting. So then 3 days later, the thing happens. Okay, now the other thing is, I got here that he's threatening to expose the situation. If the truth is revealed, he's going to expose everything about Trump and the GOP. Is this true? Is this true? Because that's what I saw, guys. Now confirm. Will the Russians reveal everything they have, the shady deals with the GOP if this stuff goes down? Is this true? Oh, had a relationship. It is not good. It is not good no more, huh? It should be good. Oh, interesting. So interesting. The aggressive in the beginning. Interesting. So maybe that it's the beginnings of, like, a disagreement. I wonder. Is it? I don't know. Oh, secret. We had secret conversations. We had secret conversations. Who did? Who the heck? Oh, look, secret about the government. Knowledge about the government. Secret about government. Oh, yeah? Oh. Change. Interesting. Okay, no, next. Oh, look, him. Let's him. President. Orange man. Orange man. Orange. Oh, message, letter. Letter upside down. I have a letter. I have many letters. I have many letters. Oh, marriage. Not so good marriage. No. 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 Oh, friend. Oh, friends. No, I think. Oh, friend. Oh, friend together. Oh. Friend. Schat. Oh, interessant. Oh, secret. Look, this is the private meeting. So he's kind of saying, I think it's possible. Okay, let's see here, guys. Okay, so next, let's go here, guys. Okay, so this was like this. That's right. So this is the relationship upside down, aggressive, and this is the beginning. So in a way, it's interesting because he's basically, I feel like he's more alerting them to this than he feels that they don't get it. From his perspective, things are really bad, but the Republicans and Trump don't seem to understand the gravity of the situation. So then here he is now, disagreement over secrets of the man here and information. They have to be aggressive because the information, I think this is the house, guys. The house is very serious. Okay. And here now, look at this. Is interesting. Disgrace. The information they have in this letter is very damaging. this is a disgrace. It could end everything. Okay, so this is important. And I think, guys, this could be Nancy because it's a friend. I don't think it's a friend of Trump, but it's a friend, it's a good person. Okay, so this woman knows the secrets, or she could know secrets. He feel, okay, this is private. So the private things, the shady deals, and change it. So he's saying the moment this shit comes out, it's over. It's over. He's saying, I think he's alerting them to this, and that if they have this information, they make it public, it's over. For everything is over. Wake up. I think he's giving them a wake up call. Okay, guys. It's very interesting. No, I'm happy we did this because it seems okay. So what is it? Okay, so what, he's being realistic. He's like trying to like wake up, bitch, wake up. He's saying that. Lavrov is just saying, like, he's like, wake up, wake up. This is a reality, and everything's gonna go down. Get ready. So, okay, so he's trying to like. I just think that he doesn't. I think he's sort of telling them that is not working, their strategy. What does Lavrov think of Trump's current strategy? He looks like an idiot. He looks like but at the same time, guys, he's trying to convince Trump to do more pro-Russia things because nothing, if they don't help, nothing can, doesn't make sense. I feel like he's giving them the perspective of a person who's seen the tough hours. Trump has never had a challenge. Think about it. It's very unfair, but that's what it is. He's never had a challenge in his life. So now he's like, you don't get it. Okay, you don't get it, but it's bad. And he's like, so what does Putin think? What does Putin what's this like? He thinks that you should do as you're told. Should do as you're told. Oh my God! You know what he says? He says, "Listen to what Rand Paul has to say." Rand Paul knows. He connects with us informations. He connects. He gets our informations. Oh my God! Rand Paul is our messenger. He's saying, guys. I almost feel like he's asking him, "Can I go to Russia? Can I go to Russia?" No, no, you can't. No, no. He's sort of saying, no, that'll be difficult. There'll be, a there will be a logistic challenge. He can't go to Russia that trash. Because, if he's not in power, he's useless to them. Oh my God. Now, just the last part, guys. I think I'm repeating myself here, but I need to have a tight grasp on this. So how does Lavrov see the chances of Trump remaining in power? How does he see Trump's chance of remaining in power? 35%? Really? He's like, it's not, he's saying 2016 we were able to do all of it because nobody knew. I mean, some people knew, but it was not a public thing. Now everything is public. It's not the same. They've tried to do more cyber things. It didn't work. There's stuff happening on cyber that we don't know about, that they're fighting back. Americans are fighting back. The military and like some agencies are fighting back, but it's not public. They're not telling Trump this because, he doesn't care about the country, but he thinks the situation. What is he gonna do if the Democrats take over? If Trump is removed? Just get the assets out of here. The damage has been done. Okay, so I think they're gonna cut their losses. They're prepared. That's why it makes sense, guys. It makes sense because they prefer, if they are exposed, it's preferable for them to cut their losses and leave, as opposed to like, keep, because the Republicans don't realize this. They seem to think the Russians are always going to be there to help them. That's not true. If they are burned, they're going to leave. That makes sense. That makes sense, guys. That makes sense why they then want to support the Republicans. I'm sorry, the Russians, because if the Russians are exposed, they're not gonna, then put their hand in the fire for them. No. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Wow. Hmm. They are prepared to do this. They burn down the house. Okay. Okay. So I think we answered this question. I have to move on. Okay. So guys, okay. Oh my God. Look at this. There's so many big things. Okay. Okay, so let me just need to quickly look into the Democrats' report on the basis for impeachment, okay? Because it's big. The thing that I didn't read the whole thing, no, but the thing that I was surprised about is that right they put it the first thing is treason. They call it, they don't just put it by bribery, aka quick quid. They say treason and bribery. They group it. So guys, I feel, if we know Schiff and Nancy, they would not use the words treason if they didn't have evidence. And I don't think that what we know so far about the Ukraine thing is I mean it's direct because it's obvious that it came from Russia, right? The anti-Ukraine talking points and everything else. But at the same time, we haven't seen exactly so what they must, my sense is like they must have something. So what is it? It sounds like they have more explosive things. Are they going to make it public? Because I that's my sense. They would not risk it if they, you know what I mean. That's what I think. I think they have this thing, whatever that is. Don't you think? I think they do. They're like, yeah, guys. It's coming back to me. This is amazing. It's amazing. I see this image. I've been seeing several times. I have seen several times. It's an image of Schiff holding this like this. This is the letter that shows. You remember? I still, the guy. Remember the Russian guy that defected. You remember this guy, right? So he defected and he was like worked in the Russian government. It was some sort of like diplomatic attaché. I remember I read on him. And he had this document. And it is a document that put into words what the deal was. Okay. And I do think they're saying before the end of the year, it's gonna be made public. I do think, guys. I do think because it's like, at first issue pull, it's like an image of pulling the blinds down and everything, like he's like this, very dramatic, like this. Here's the documents. See, look at this. No, no, no. So I think that it shows because this is the motivation. The one thing that is not hasn't been made 100% clear is the motivation. Hi, boss. There's a motivation. Like, why would Trump do this? It's not because of Joe Biden necessarily. It's because the Russians want him to do it, and they had a deal, and that's the story. So it's some sort of evidence about this. Okay, so how does this come out? It comes out as they're wrapping up. There is some sort of dramatic development, guys. It's not on the list. It's not like, you know, that's what I think. Okay, so yeah, they do. Do they have evidence? Yeah, they do. They have a lot more. Some of it is classified, but there's some of it they can show. Okay, so guys, oh, it makes sense. You know what it is? Remember the whole oh my god, remember the whole story that I told you about that I think obviously there's investigations going on. And one of the reasons why some stuff hasn't been made public is because there's investigations going on that are national security, right? Related. But if the indictments go down, they can make public because you see what I'm saying? So it makes sense that there may be some more indictments coming down because if they can't make it public until and when this whole thing happens. Does it make sense? So, and you know whose face I see as I'm saying this? Michael Flynn. He's like, damn it. Because Michael Flynn is like the dumbest people of all time. Guys, he was offered a deal. He was offered a deal to go out scot free. He remember he wasn't he gonna get zero jail time? Do you remember this? He was gonna get zero jail time, and then something happened where he's like, "Oh no, I don't know. I kind of like don't want to do it. Whatever, right?" And then that's right. And then, oh my God, that's right. He's like, oh no, it's not good for me. I want to like not have. I want people to say I committed zero crimes when he committed crimes. He did. And then he's like, fuck. That is the stuff is coming out, and he shows what he's done. Some of it, something has to do with him. Okay, this thing, whatever is going to be made public, it has something to do with him. So, oh my God. Okay, so next, so what is it? What do they have? Okay. Oh, message. I have message here. Yeah, it's a message to the White House. Oh, interesting. I find very interesting. Oh no, Latower, huh? That's right. It could cause the whole thing to fall apart. That's right. Could cause the message connected to the White House could cause everything to fall apart. Is what is it they have? This is, guys, this is blockage. It could also be sanctions. That's right. Message about the sanctions. It could be, makes perfect sense. Getting the sanctions, whatever they want about the sanctions and their group. Okay. This is growth, but also group. So you see what I'm saying? So challenges related to what they want, and they're like they could help them. I'll help you. They'll help each other. Oh, look, this is upsetting. Upsetting. Oh, guys, the gamblers upside down, the mob. Oh, yeah, it's very upsetting because link Russian mob. Yeah, I find interesting. Now I find very interesting. Oh my God. Oh, too late. It's too late. Too late to lie again with you. Isn't there a song? I have to look it up. Too late to lie again with you. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late to lie again with you. So see, this is very upsetting because it has to do with the criminals, and but this is too late. Something about it, it's like there's no more time. You know what I mean? It's kind of like there's no more time, bitches, so you to get out of this. It's over. In other words, too late means it's over. It's over. Oh, the White House. Really, I find it interesting. No, I find it very interesting. The man. Oh man, he's a singer. He's a singer? No. Oh no, that's it, guys. I have smoking gun evidence about the deal the White House made. I have smoking gun evidence about the deal the White House made. My name is Adam Schiff. I'm a quiet guy. I don't talk much unless I have to talk. But today I got something to say. What do you have to say, Adam Schiff? Listen, Rosie, I know the truth. The truth is made up of documents that show that treat the so president betray the country. President betray the country. Oh look, oligarch. That's right. So it shows the connection, the smoking gun between the White House and the oligarch that are from with money. I have money. I have money. I have money. So that makes sense, right, guys? Do we need more cards? No, I think it's the message connecting the White House to the sanctions. It's very upsetting to the White House because it shows they wanted to accomplish the goals of the Russian mob. The whole thing could make everything fall apart. Connected and everybody connected to this thing. It's too late for them. It shows the oligarch, and there's a man here connected. I could be even Flynn, okay, and it's smoking gun. So by there. So yes, the Democrats have more evidence that is bombastic and very serious. Okay, okay, wow. Okay, so wow. Okay, so guys, I'm not gonna ask the question about the the DOJ entitled like has this whole argument about the emoluments clause. I'm gonna leave it for the end if I have time because there's okay, guys, seriously, today the question of the Saudis is huge. Okay, now important, right? The question of the Saudis is very serious. Okay, because guys, I don't want to be, the what is the worst thing here that could happen is like the worst case scenario, conspiracy theory level, is that Trump gave the okay for this attack. I mean, this is not, I'm not saying that this is true. We have to just thinking, because okay, so there's this attack in a base, a military base by a Saudi. Okay, guys, I was here. I told you, as you know, I was around 9/11. I remember all the 9/11. Pretty much most of those guys in 9/11, they were being trained to be pilots. A lot of them, right? And there's another guy who happens to come from Saudi Arabia, happens to be training to be a pilot, and at this time in a military base. Okay, it's like, I'm sorry, but I'm not. You can't. Frank Figluzzi says there's no such thing as a coincidence. Like, don't you think? I think it's not normal. Okay, it's not normal. And so what is like a normal president be like? We have to figure out. We're gonna tell the American people. We have to figure out what's going on. We're gonna tell you. Don't worry about it. Be quiet. Right? This guy, what is he doing? He's like, the Saudis called me. They said it's fine. They feel sorry about it. They're very sorry about it. I'm sorry, really. You know what, guys? The worst case scenario here is that the Saudis agreed to create a distraction for Trump. Okay, I would not put it past them. Okay, I would not put it past Trump. Like he's really, because guys, what else? Think about it. What is the first thing he did? Protect the Saudis. He did not think of the American people, okay? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, they would not think of the American people, and like, so I just, and I'm not like it's very upsetting because the first thing he did was to defend them. It's not normal, okay? It is not normal, and like I know the Pentagon has all kinds of deals. The Saudis are, have bought a lot of people, okay, but still, right? Is this, you know what I mean? So, so I have many questions. I have many questions. So let's go back here. I wanted to make sure okay. So what is the story behind this attack? Guys, the other thing is this, oh my god, somebody, oh my god, now you know what's coming to me? First of all, that there was, how like a lot of Saudis, if they commit crimes, the somehow the Saudi government picks them up, in private airplanes, and like, and I saw something on Twitter, people were saying, look at how the Saudi airplane came, and then I think I don't know if you picked up people something. So what happened here? Are these people alone? Does the Saudi government know about it? Like what happened here? What is the situation? Or is this guy crazy? Or like alone? I have a hard time believing that, but it's possible. Okay. So guys, okay, so first of all, I think the guy did this thing. He was watching something, and I do, okay, I see this image of a guy who was I remember his face now. It was a military person in the Saudi government who was like, he's a high-end person. I forgot I know what he looks like. He's been in the media before. He wears like a uniform. He's not in the royal family. He's just a military guy with short hair and everything. And so he said something on television, and the guy took it to mean that it was time to activate the cell, quote unquote. Okay. So what I think is the guy, he's been brainwashed. Okay, this guy, and he was kind of like not very smart. Okay, but you know what I think also, guys. I really, okay. Take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. Okay, doesn't mean like whatever. I'm not accusing, I'm just saying, okay, but I feel like the Saudi government is somehow involved in this, in the sense that they think, this is what I saw. I feel like a lot of these, just like Russia also, they are figuring out that Trump is on his way out. Okay, so because Trump is on his way out, they think that this is the best time to attack the US. If they have, basically they're gauging how weak if the US is prepared for a larger scale attack. Okay, guys, I know it sounds really scary, but don't be scared, because we're selling arms to these people. Okay, think about it. And they're like, they're figuring out. I don't think they planned it to be a huge thing, like a huge 9/11 style thing, but they were testing, how they thought that this thing would have caused a lot more disruption than it did. That they're like, oh, it continued. The coverage, like the country didn't stop because of this. They thought it could be like 9/11, where everything closed down. It's not the same. Okay. And of course, it's saying the FBI is much faster. Like there's a lot more going on in terms of like stopping, people and stuff like that. And I don't know, there's stuff they're more much the country's prepared. Okay. So, but they're saying that it was like a lot of these countries, they're trying to like gain leverage from Trump, are realizing that the truth about what they've been doing is coming out, and they need to disrupt. To them, it serves them, since they put Trump there, to kind of keep up, to create chaos, so that, you know what I mean, so that whatever, they're desperate. I think the Saudis, for some reason, guys, they're desperate. They feel like, oh my god, the situation. And also, guys, there's an IPO that's supposed to happen of the Saudi. It's one of the world's it's a long story. It's an IPO of like, right? So like it's interesting. There's something they want to create smoke and mirrors, I think. Okay. So but they're surprised that the country is not, didn't call, it wasn't like, oh, a terrorist attack. Okay. And I think, yes, somehow, guys, I don't think, how do I say this? Is this something, the guy is kind of crazy. He was an extremist and he could have misinterpreted, but there's something about it, guys. I think they kind of knew. I don't know how to explain it. It's not that the guy was working on behalf of like of the Saudi government, but there's something there. Like they kind of use, how, for example, it's similar to like what the white supremacists do for Trump. They listen to what Trump says, and when they get a message, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Similar, like it's the same type of person. So you know what I mean? So that's the story. Now, in terms of Trump, they were like, oh yeah, they were happy that Trump defended them. They're like, oh my God, the guy didn't know anything. He's already defending us. We're fine because we have somebody in our team here. We bought the guy. He does anything we want. So they were happy that Trump. Think about it, guys. How harmful it is to have a person like him in the government. He does not take threats serious. Like honestly, for him, as long as he's paid, it's all good. He doesn't care. He could murder people. You could torture. Does not matter to him at all. All he cares about is the money in his pocket. Okay, and like doing things for him. So they're testing. Testing to see how far they can go, how much they can get out of the Trump government because they feel like soon things could change. Oh my, can you imagine? And where but say where are the other people? They were supposed to be like he had friends or something. They're MIA. The other kids, the other guys or whatever. Okay, so what's the full story? This is it. Okay, I think he could have already flown out. Okay, so was it a one? Yeah, I think that's what it was. Okay, so next. Okay, was it a distraction? Now the question. This is a tough question, but is this a distraction attack planned by Trump or a proof? No, I don't think Trump was involved. I think they were, but in the sense that they're like he's an idiot, like would just do whatever. They feel confident enough. Guys, it's difficult to explain the level of involvement. It's almost like I think the Saudis maybe knew about it and didn't stop it. It's not that the guy was like part of the Saudi intelligence. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cindy said it was a test by them to determine our ability to handle, exactly, our readiness, exactly. Guys, I mean, there's maybe three people. Okay, so one of them escaped, and there's a guy already being interrogated, being kind of harsh interrogations. One of them was, yeah. Wow. What is weird? I feel like there's some sort of woman. One of them. I mean, I don't. A woman not in the military, but there's some. There's other people that are not in that in the office, not office, the official, like the base in the military base who may have help. There's something here where he may have as sort of girlfriend or something. You know what I mean? Like live with not they live in the base, I guess, but there's more. May have had children. I don't know, something like that. Okay, so did the Saudi government know about it? I think they do. What will the FBI investigation uncover? Uncover the plot, the people that the Saudi intelligence may have known about it, but didn't tell us. Okay, or like, right, there's going to be this awkward, it's kind of awkward. But I see people going to, I think the guy arrested? I think he was, right? Or did he kill? I don't, guys, I'm sorry, I don't remember. I think he was arrested, right? Did he kill himself? I don't remember, honestly. um, because I see that there's somebody, what they're gonna have to go to court and stuff. Okay, so now we call it clear. Okay, so let's see here. So, what was the story behind this attack? Just quickly, okay. Oh, the devil! Look. Guys, I'm not. I don't. This is not. It's like, what is this person? Somebody. Somebody talking. There's a. Yeah. There's somebody. Oh, okay. Look, election or multiple treachery. Hopeless. Sick. Negative. Legal. Deal. Facade. So yeah, so guys, I think the person was a little bit quote unquote under the influence. There's this other person who's in the background who's the mastermind, okay? Is not the guy who committed. Now, there's money connected to the election, okay, and there's like illusion and distraction. I think this is part of it. I think, you know what I mean? I think it's like there's something here, okay, that I think it's what Cynthia said. They were testing for our preparedness. Is that what it is? To see how we would react. This person was totally under the influence, okay, and he was like, let's see what we can do about it, okay? Oh my god. So okay, now what will the F now we go back here. So was it okay? Was this a terrorist attack? Yeah, I think it was okay. Let's just see what it says. Was this a terrorist attack? Yeah, this is like this is a look. They're looking. This is a person who's the big early stages of executing something. Now this is right. I think this is like Harper. I feel like they were trying to figure out what they could get away with. Honestly, that's my sense. Okay. Okay. Older man here. Experience. Corruption. Public. Yeah, I do think, guys, the other thing is like, I think for maybe perhaps the first time, there's something about the Saudi connection to Trump being exposed. We're getting ready to, because guys, the thing. Remember how Mueller was so quiet about everything, right? Because there are serious national security implications. And the Saudis, guys, the guy is crazy. MBS is crazy, right? You saw what he did to the journalist who didn't agree. The same thing. He thinks he's like Trump, but more dangerous because he has total power. So you know what I mean. So I feel like the reality is like I think he thinks that because this stuff is going to be exposed, that somehow they have to pay back. Like you have to face the consequences or something. You can't do that to us. You have to be scared. Okay. Wow. Look at this. Guys, you know what it is? It's something about the Saudi nuclear deal. Because, guys, the Saudi nuclear deal is at the core of the Trump administration because the Saudis have a lot of money. The Russians don't have nearly as much money as the Saudis. And essentially, the deal was that the Saudis would underwrite this whole thing. And there's something about it being exposed. And they're furious because it's going to affect the standing of Saudi Arabia in the world. Okay, look, money losses. Okay, that's right. There's something here. Look, a lot of cards related to losses. Surprise. 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 So there's like you see what I'm saying? There's something either to cover up these financial losses. Okay. Guys, isn't that what Khashoggi knew? That's right. He was gonna reveal something. There's something here. Look, the letter exposing the enemy in the shady meeting. Okay, guys, you know who I also see? I see that guy, the pedophile guy, Nader. He may also have been involved in this. So there's something, guys, coming out really soon, I think. And they wanted to see if they could distract. See, this is they're saying the readiness, and this is like, look, this is like a harvest. Okay, what they could this is like over time what they could get away with, and this is a right heartbreak because the corruption is going to be made public, and that has to do with that may cause financial losses, and it's a surprise. It's going to show the enemy and the shady information about meetings. Does it make sense? So I do, guys. Unfortunately, I do think it's somehow connected to. It's not like I said. It's not that Trump. It's not. I don't think they ran it by Trump. No, but I think they wanted to see, like I said, what kind of damage they could cause. And guys, it's coming back to me. Like I was telling you, I saw something on the online, okay, about people. There's some people who track flights, right? There's these people who like know how to track flights, international private flights. It was one from. They were saying that a jet from Saudi Arabia had come to our air, and it was turned back. It was not allowed to enter, something like this. And I feel like they were gonna see if they could, either rescue some more people here, or whatever they could get away with. They're trying to assess how far they could go. And guys, and it's just like, oh my god. But it's upsetting, right? It's very. I'm not worried. I feel like it's good, but it's it. How like people said, oh, we're lucky that at least Trump is facing a situation where we don't have like major attacks. But I think they're starting to happen. Okay. Well, Ellen is also, the Saudi is a little bit different. If you look at the history of Saudi Arabia, it actually comes from the 19th century as a country. It's not Iran. Okay, they were a tribe. It's a long story. I don't want to get into like the history of how Saudi Arabia versus Iran and the like long story, but look it up. But it's not like that. They're sort of corrupt. It's all about, the difference is essentially, it's sort of like this monarchy, this very oppressive monarchy in Saudi Arabia. Okay, it's very different from Iran, for example. Is that they use people, the people who are the kings, that could get away with anything, and then you have the vassals, who are like their soldiers. It's a complicated story, but I don't think it's so simple. Okay, it's not. There's nothing really has like it's just a crazy guy over there, the guy from Saudi Arabia. There's nothing more to it, okay? It's not Iran. Iran is very different, okay? Like it's not like here to defend Iran, but Iran does have it comes from a different place. The thing about Saudi Arabia, it's very materialistic, okay? In the sense that it's like they have a lot of money and they just feel like it's all only the people supposedly over there. It's a very, very, very poor country. They oppress their own people. It's really awful, okay, over there for people who are poor. There's like slavery and stuff like that, supposedly. It's very, very repressive. Iran is a little different. It's much more, there's more religious element is deeper. Okay. So long story. I'm not going to get into this because not the point. The point, we don't have a lot of time. I don't have, there's many topics to cover, but I just wanted to say this. Okay. It's basically about how far the Saudis have gotten into Americans because of the oil industry. Okay. So it's just very interesting. Okay. So anyway, so yeah, I think they're kind of desperate. They're gonna see how they want to see how far they can get. Because they think, guys, like I said, Trump is an opportunity for them to get in many ways, to get further in. Okay, and it's always saying always Republican administrations and they're pro oil. You know what I mean? That they're friends from back in the day. But now, I've said this one time before that Americans don't understand colonialism. They don't have experience with colonialism, but that's what they're trying to do. They try America and the Europe in many has been the colonizer, and now that's what other countries want to do. They want to colonize the U.S. Russia, Saudi Arabia. They want to control the country. And people are too naive, or I don't know what, dumb to realize. They don't know. I can do it about it with friends. It's not how it is. They want to create, basically go back to colonial times, except that it's inverted. You know what I mean? In other words, they put puppets in, and the other countries control what happens here. Okay, so that's it. They're trying to see how far they could go, what they can get away with. Okay, and they know that it's like, yeah. So that's it. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with the. I'm asking guys. I don't want to get into ask for a different. Go into a different situation here. I don't want to get into the Mueller report. I don't know what. I'm gonna have a lot to cover, and the Mueller report is the Mueller report. I don't know that this is. We're asking about this attack. This attack is not about the Mueller report? Okay. There's just a lot of investigations going on, and like I said, I linked today to another thing going on about now maybe I'll change the subject to this. Okay, no, there's another thing that came out, which is about how the Saudis have used, through a lobbyist. They create, look what a scheme it is, guys. This situation. So this is what they did. They hired a lobbyist, And the lobbyists then created a program for veterans to go in and stay for free at the Trump Hotel. But the point of it, what was the point of it? The point of it is that they would just wanted to put in money, to basically rent the Trump Hotel to give kickbacks to Trump, right? Obviously, right? That's very clear. So they would just basically, the point wasn't that they were going to stay there, right? Clearly, they didn't. So they would just wanted to book it to give money to Trump. There's no reason for them to book the hotel, so they just gave it away, created some shady fake program for veterans to stay in the Trump Hotel just so they could, you know what I mean? And now it's under investigation. Attorney generals of Maryland. It's a linked. I linked. So I feel like it's one of those things. So you know what I mean? So what is it going to uncover? In other words, guys, I think that the whole picture here is showing that this attack is connected to uncovering of situation 500 rooms, I think it was, right? I don't know, something like that. It was crazy. Like, so there's an uncovering of how much money the Saudis have given to Trump, and that's what seems to be the problem here. So, what are these investigations going to uncover as far as the Saudis are concerned? Oh, guys, interesting. Look, this is the law. Okay, this is usually connected to law manipulation. So interesting. Now, this is interesting because it's a hardship. This is interesting. A lot of money. A lot of money. Opportunity to make a lot of money. That's right. Is the answer. The answer is like financial opportunities for Trump. Right? That's it. Financial opportunities for Trump. Oh, look, quid pro quo. That's right. I give you, you get me something back. There's a document showing this. Okay. And because that's what Trump wanted, there was a success. Oh my God, look, the mob criminals. Oh my God, look, the military now, foreign military. Okay, foreign attacks. That's why, guys, in a way. Oh, look, the law. So yeah, this is gonna come out. Okay, how Trump, guys, unreal the amount of corruption. Now this is interesting. What is this about? Oh, guys, it could be that could be that either the veterans were suffering or they had like some sort of like, because this is poverty. Okay, but like it could also be that they're manipulating, some sort of charity to try to like, get money. That's right. They could create some sort of fake charity. That's right, guys. Created a fake charity so they could get money from the Saudis. This could also be very well. Opportunity is the answer here to get the foreign donations, so to speak, that would ensure Trump's success. But these are criminals. And this, guys, I really do think that conflict, attacks, and order, and everything. So I mean, I think it could also mean that the mob is in official channels, or I just think that they're using the military to commit these crimes and to, you know what I mean? So it's like, well, why? Why would the Saudis do this? They wanted to make sure that they wanted to give Trump and Jared as much money as possible to make sure it was a way for them to be like, oh, thank you so much, a little tip here for you. Because they have, like I said, guys, they have so much money. It's unreal. But it's like, oh my God, it's like, it's very upsetting. Okay, how much money these people, oh my God, don't you know what I mean? It's very upsetting. Like, how are you ever gonna uncover this? They're saying this is why, guys, they're gonna spend years. Like, all Trump has to go because the amount of crimes is like, it's never gonna stop unless he leaves. And this is what I say. This is why. Oh, guys, remember the story of like how he wanted to sell the hotel? Remember this? Because of this. It's part of this. Is like he wanted to sell the hotel because there's investigations. Okay, it's not just right. Exactly, all that money, but take away food stamps. Like that's it. But that's in a nutshell. That's what this is all about: oppressing poor people and getting as much as they can for themselves. That's it, guys. This is the nutshell. This is what the Trump administration is all about. It's not just Trump. We have to remember, it's not just Trump. It's all these people who dreamed of this. I dream of it. A dream of my dream forever. It was real, oppressing everybody. So, guys, yeah, I see that Saudi Arabia is pretty desperate right now. Okay, because they are desperate for this like nuclear deal situation. What are you talking about? Cyber attack? No, cyber attack was already the Saudi thing, right, Sally? That's what I just talked about, right? I just talked about it. Isn't that what it was? Pensacola? It's not a cyber attack, it was a real attack. I don't know if you're talking about the same thing, but anyway, if you're not, then like let's talk about the next thing because it's like there's a lot. Okay, so Janie, I already answered this question. I wonder if Trump put the 30 million in his pocket. Okay, so it's on the last live stream. I talked about it last time. Oh, it just happened now? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, Sally. I can't stop the if something happens breaking news, please send me a link because I can't read the thing and follow all of the. I know you mean well, but it's like it's hard for me to like. I can't pick up. It's going on. It's like I'm driving. I have to continue to cover all the questions, and if something new, please send me a link from a credible source so that I know what it is. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna continue here because I don't know, I don't know what you're talking about. I have to continue, and because there's so many questions, guys. Really, I do have to cover this. Okay, so like I said, if there's important breaking news like this, please send me a link. Okay. So I don't know. But I don't know what. Okay, so oh wow, that's it. Oh my God, wow. See, that's right, guys. You're right. So there's a cyber attack. Now I got it. Okay, so maybe I should look at it because I didn't see it. I hadn't seen it. Okay, so maybe I should, since we're talking about it. Okay, so what was the cyber attack? Because it's attack on the city, the city systems, right? Where this base is. Okay, so yeah, guys, you know what? Guys, you know what it is? I think it's like exactly what I was saying before. They're trying to test how far they could go, and you know how like people used to say, oh, the military and the FBI was like, oh, look, they're trying to see how far they could go. They're trying to see how far. It's part of it, and I think, and I'm not sure, it's possible that it could even be Russia, like not even the same country. Okay, they're exploiting the weaknesses of the country. Okay, and like I said, they're desperate. They're trying to see what they can get away with. Okay, so I just feel like this is why they think that this is the weakest time for the country because of Trump leaving and the Christmas thing, and like I said, okay, and Trump is going to deny it. No, no, not about it. It's nothing. It's nothing. So okay, let's see. So who was responsible for this? Okay. Oh my God, look, who was responsible? But there's a guys again, truth revealed, and this is somebody who's compromised money revealed. They want distraction now. Okay, they want distraction, financial money, financial information coming out that shows treason. That's it. I think it's look, the protector. I think this time could even be the Russians. I really do believe. Look, foreign, right? And and the exposure of the enemy. Like guys, I wanted to tell you, okay, don't get like too they're upset, they're crying, right? They're very upset here because their big plan they had in mind is going to be discovered. Okay, so I just wanted to say, guys, I know it's going to scare everybody whatever comes, but you have to be strong. Okay, you have to be strong and know that it's going to pass. Okay, and I'm getting goosebumps, and it's a test. It's a test to see, guys. I know I see our friends, veterans. I see John McCain. Okay, and they're like, shh. Why John McCain? Why we should not talk about it? What is it about it? Quiet. It's happening in the background. Oh, that's right. It's a lot happening in the background. He's saying, and the other veterans want the informations. We're loading the guns. Oh my God, guys, they're loading the guns. They're saying, these scenes like it reminds me. I think the few scenes I've seen is like Top Gun. You know how they're getting ready to fly or something. They're like arming. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a war, but it's like defending the country. Okay, Yeah, so it's just like it's the tough. They're afraid, so they're gonna test. Because you know why I think is also the Russians. The people who invaded Pensacola also changed. They also changed the votes. Okay, so they're like, this seems like, oh, we know that. They've been there before. We've been there before. Oh yeah, we'll change votes. We know that system. They already tested the system. Of course, they don't come out. They're not trying. They knew already. And guys, saying Atlanta, I think you do remember how Atlanta, there was something in Georgia a while ago. There was like some sort of like disruption somewhere in like Georgia or something. The same thing, the places where they've already messed up the votes. So they're trying, because guys, once this is why Mueller was so careful, about all of it, because he knows that if you reveal this stuff, people get rattled, and of course, the idiot T-Run only cares about his, he's the guy. Oh my god, guys, he's such an idiot. He only cares about today's stake. Doesn't matter, like, if the person's like, okay, I'm gonna give you, 500 hamburgers, you know that's it. I agree, they changed the votes, exactly. But what I mean is, like, do you remember, I think it was a Atlanta airport. Do you remember this story? I forgot when it was. This happened. It was not in the news a lot, but it was something like the airport was down, guys, they could try. Remember, I was telling my sister, I was like, don't wait. I was like, I'm happy you're coming on the 19th, because they could try to disrupt airports during Christmas. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was something like this. I remember this thing. There was like something in the Atlanta, but it's anyway. So it was the same, like not the same, but different place. But it's like they were testing. You know what I mean? So, oh my god. So, guys, now I'm gonna ask. Okay, this is like, oh my god, there's more questions, but I need, this is very important. Okay, so considering this cyber attack, and think, said I was mad because, like, if something like this happens, please put a link on. Okay, if I haven't, because I didn't see it, honestly, that's why I didn't look at it. But what I'm also getting here, guys, is that I want to know, because you know how I've always seen the Trump being removed by the military, right? So is this a situation where Trump is going to try to cover up? Is Trump going to try to cover up for the Russians and the Saudis? Because I think this is different. I think the Russians are exploiting a weakness, and they're trying to see what they can do. Okay. And it's almost like I don't know if they're literally tag teaming with the Saudis, but there's something there. I do not think it's the Saudis, it's something else. So okay, so how is Trump going to react to the cyber attack? Because he's always like, oh no, you remember how Lavrov, I was telling you guys how Lavrov tomorrow he's gonna try to, like, oh, we need cyber cooperation. More cyber cooperations. No, right, for this. So how's Trump gonna react to the cyber? Oh, lies. Look, propaganda. No, propaganda. Look, guys, this card of illusion. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, can I tell you? This is like, oh my god, he's happy. This is a happiness. He's happy because it's a distraction. Look, it's a person distracted. Is this or that? He wants, guys, this week is awful for Trump, so he wants a distraction. So he's happy about it. Oh, look at baby. There's baby there. Huh? Interesting. I like it. His friends. A baby have friend. I have friend. Oh my god. Look, the foreign ship, man with the foreign ship. Okay, so his foreign friends have come to help him. A lot of money upside down. Cooling off. Something relationship is going not so fun anymore. Not happy. Not happy. So how is he gonna react to illusion strength? Okay, so he owes. That's right. He owes a lot of money to these people. He's happy that they have done some. Now interesting, because cooling off, not fun anymore. Long time. Yeah, I feel like oh God, what is he? How is he gonna react to this? It's not as bad as you think. He's not gonna be he's not gonna. He's not going to tell the and I think the military is trying to push the White House to make a statement, and he doesn't want to make a statement. In some ways he'd be like, "Oh, don't worry about it, it's fine," but he's it's a distraction, right? He asked for a distraction, he got it. And and he wants everything. Like, it's like those people are he doesn't want what's coming to him. And that's, you know, can I tell you guys, I know it sounds like so sick, but I think he's wishing for a 9/11 style attack that would paralyze the country. Honestly, I think he does. Because he that would put him in a position where he could be like the savior of some sort, okay? So he's like all about his ego and his bullshit, okay? So what will the FBI uncover about this attack, this cyber? Oh, look, moving about. What is he gonna recover? Guys, look, he has somebody leaving, chaos, craziness. That's right. He knows he has to go. So he's gonna create, they're trying to create, look, the news of him leaving, the news that could oh look. The news that could put him in danger. Oh my god, look, this is the rush usually, right? Oh my god, look, sudden ending. News of a sudden ending. Oh my god, look, he has to go, right? He has to create chaos because the news, it's this is why, guys, I said it's a dangerous period because they're going to try to do, oh look, this is impeachment. So the meetings related to impeachment, the military here is our military law enforcement, okay? So meetings related to connected to law enforcement. It's like, that's right. Mobilize law enforcement to focus on that. This is the guys, this is the quid pro quo and an enemy in our environment, okay? Lies are so the truth is coming out and they want distraction. Oh my god. So any message for us, don't, sit tight. Everything is coming up. Everything is coming out. So, like I said, they wanna keep people like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it's nothing. Nothing worry about it. No, forget about it. Oh my god. Okay. So, oh my god. So guys, okay, so does it answer your questions, okay? Exactly, declare exactly, Marshall, exactly. So what's going to be the outcome of these attacks? Just the last question. What's going to be the outcome of this? People working together? Oh, we get what we want. And the family, those people go down trash. Hmm. Recognition of people working together. Something about the White House, huh? Fight aggression. That's it. Recognition of the White House's role in this. The White House, again, upside down. Look, this is the fake friend. The White House, in the, essentially treason, and they're unstable. The Kool-Aid, they want Kool-Aid from abroad, inexperienced, something, okay? Yeah. So guys, this is it, okay? So, guys, oh my God, you know what they're telling me here? The spirits, I think the veterans are like, Rose, listen to us. This is going to become known in the history books as the time when the American president conspired against his own people, conspired with a foreign power against his own people to attack the country. I mean, this is what it is. Because, guys, even if he was not directly involved in planning this, he is happy. Think about it, how twisted the situation is. It's very bad. Okay. So he was so desperate that he thinks those. I'm not mad even. I can't even be mad about it. It's just it is what it is. It makes sense, right? That this is happening. It makes sense. And I think the best thing that could happen is that truth comes out. And until it's completely undeniable, okay? Because, guys, and I'm remembering the guy Matt Gaetz. He was like, "Oh, what's going on?" He's those Republicans were trying to stop. They were trying to like, "Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. We have to." And even they are shocked at Trump. Even they're like, "Whoa, There's no bottom for Trump. There is no bottom. There's no bottom. Like he made a deal with the devil, bitches. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. It's very serious, okay? So so what's gonna happen? He's going. That's why, guys. It's a. I think it's in a way. This is the thing you have to think about. Is he has to be removed no matter what. This isn't. It's written in the books. It's written in history. It's written in this. Everywhere that he's gonna go. I'm talking about like heaven and hell or whatever, and the law. Okay, they has to go. So it's almost better that everything comes out because when he goes, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt as to who he is, or I don't think that people are gonna be like, oh, but I still know. When the thing comes out, think about it. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So anyway, so I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna do it again tomorrow, guys. I think, okay, unless I feel like between this week, I don't want to make promises, okay? Because sometimes I say I will, but I don't. But like, I'm pretty sure. I just feel like this week with the Lavrov thing tomorrow, I think there's a lot of volatility, okay? But like I said, don't get too scared, okay? With this stuff is going on, it's not even 9/11. It wasn't forever. You know what I mean? Like, I just think they want us to be distracted from the real story, which is the treason of Trump, okay? And that he has to go and the money is coming, everything's coming out, okay? And that there's people in the government who are doing a good job. They're doing a good job. They just can't be public right now because of the danger, but it's all gonna come out. So, okay. See you later, alligators. I'm like, don't be, like I said, don't be scared, but it's pretty scary. You know what I mean? Wow. Yeah. So, but we knew about that, guys. This was gonna happen. Yeah. Oh my God, this is gonna happen. Sooner or later. You know what I mean? So, okay, guys. So we're gonna go. Okay, but like I said, I think tomorrow's gonna be a big day with all like they're trying to change they're trying to change our focus. Think about it. Like if your baby has to come out, it hurts. Uh, oh my God, can you imagine? Yeah. So tomorrow, guys, I don't even know what's gonna happen. Okay, trash. Those people are gonna regret, guys. And this is it. They're gonna regret the day. Those people, Nunes. Oh, Nunes. They're gonna regret it. So. I just think between tonight and tomorrow we're gonna have a lot of revolutions. Okay, but probably I will be here. Okay, so good night, everybody. Good night. See you later, alligators. Okay, bye.